everyone, today I'm going to talk about the NaturalMamma Cup. And this cup has been copied several times, renamed, rebranded, and changed a little bit to look different, but this is the patent version. It's made in Italy, and it is made out of medical grade silicone. And according to their website, they do have different certificates for this cup, so you'll need to visit their site if you're interested in that information. I'll leave their link in the description below, but you'll have to use Google to translate it because it is written in Italian. The NaturalMamma Cup was really inexpensive at just under $17. I'm not sure how much it is. I didn't do the conversion on their actual website. But I did purchase mine from the Feminine Wear website before the April 1st change, where some of the cups were not available to be shipped to the United States due to the FDA regulations. So if you are interested in this cup, check on Feminine Wear. I don't have that list still. I just contacted her asking because every time I go to the site, it still directs me to the regular site where it shows all of the cups and not just the cups for the USA. It only did that for me once, and now I can't get back there. I'm not sure if I'm doing that correctly or not. So I'm not sure if the actual NaturalMamma site sends the cup and other items in a box or not, but because I ordered from Feminine Wear and I ordered several cups, she just sends it in a plastic baggie with the pouch that it comes with and the pamphlet, and I'll go ahead and show those in a few seconds. But it just cut down on shipping costs, and if I had gotten 5 different cups, so if she sent a box for each of these cups, it would have cost more, either the size of the box or the weight of the box. So I'm happy that she just sends it in a little plastic baggie with the pouch and the pamphlet. So here's a little pouch, and I know that some people say when you get this pouch it means that it's a knockoff, but again, this one is the patent version. The NaturalMamma Cup that I got is a patent version. They probably just purchased these pouches in bulk, and this one does not have their name or label printed on it. I did see on their website that they had a pouch with their label on it, but this one doesn't. Also on their website, also on their website they show a mini wet bag, and that does not come included with your cup purchase. You have to order that one separately. So this is the little leaflet that it comes with. There's nothing printed on the back. And on this little paper, it does say that they have these certificates on there. If you are worried that this is just a fake print, then you need to contact the company for yourself and do your own research on that. So the NaturalMamma Cup only comes in 2 sizes that I've seen, and that is the clear or white and this green color. It's a pretty green. It looks nicer in person than it does on this tablet camera. It also only comes in 1 size, and this is the size. It stands approximately just under 2¼ inches tall. And here is the Diva Cup. It's just about the same, minus the stems, of course. And it would probably be better suited for someone with a high cervix, because it is a longer cup. So this cup is quite different in shape than all of my other cups. It's the only one that I have that is this style. It's actually the only one that I've seen in this style as well, except for maybe the knockoffs, the ones that copied this design. The Love Your Body cup is kind of similar, but they have their own differences in it. It kind of bubbles out a little bit, and I don't have a Love Your Body cup. I really want to get one to do comparisons and my own review, but I haven't picked that one up yet. So I'm going to just compare it a little bit for you to the Diva cup, and this is more of a V-shaped cup, and also the bell-shaped Silicone cup. I'm sorry, it was floating around in a box, so it has a whole bunch of lint on it. So as you can see, it is quite a different shape than the other cups that you normally see. So starting with the stem here, it's a tab style stem, and it has a nice wide area for you to grasp onto with your finger and thumb. It's a good amount of meat for you to grab onto, and you don't feel like your fingers are just going to slip out of that or off of that. If I turn it to the side, you can see that it's flat and that there are 2 grip rings on it, and they're not really raised a whole bunch. It does have nice flexibility, and you can twist it and it has that nice pliable area. It doesn't squish down too much when you turn it to the side, and it has a good amount of stretchiness to it, but not so much stretchiness that when you're pulling down on it to lower your cup, that it exits your body and your cup is still suctioned inside of you. So it does have that nice wide tab area for you to be able to pull it down just enough to reach up and release that suction. If you're going to cut the tab off or the stem off of this cup, just be careful because they didn't leave a whole bunch of meat between the actual cup and the stem itself on the inside. And I would probably leave just a little nub on that stem and just file it down a little bit, because if you can see my pen right there, that is where the inside of the cup meets the stem, so there's not a whole bunch of room for air. And if I pull the tab stem up, you can see just that bit of meat right there in the sunlight that's available for you to cut through. So just be careful, because if you cut into that cup, it's going to be useless. So right underneath the stem are 3 grip rings, and you can hear them. And they're not raised a whole bunch, and I'll use the darkness of my shirt for you to see. Just like the grip rings on the stem, they're not raised a lot off of this cup, but it still feels like it would give a good grip when you're trying to remove it. If you use the base of the cup to grab onto instead of the stem, it still gives a really good grip to be able to bring that cup down. Being honest, they're not the nicest transition. They are ridged pretty well. If you're sensitive, then those might cause a problem for you. And I can feel these grip rings a lot more than I can feel the ones on the stem. So they do have this line here. I guess I need this side for the sunlight. They do have this line that goes around the cup, and I would say that would be the secondary rim, but it doesn't seem like it gets much more firm after that little bump right there. Like some of the other cups, when you hit that secondary rim, usually it's a lot more firm, or a little more firm from that point up to the actual rim itself. But the firmness or the softness seems to be about the same throughout the whole cup, even at this rim, this top rim. So it seems consistent in the firmness all the way through the cup. At least personally, that's what I feel in this cup. So there are only 2 suction release holes, and there's one there and one more in the back. No other ones. And it is not molded with a name or anything, and right there are 2 measurement lines, but there are no measurement numbers on there. According to the site, it says that it holds just under an ounce up to these suction release holes. And if I'm comparing it, this cup is supposed to hold 33 milliliters to the rim, and the Diva cup is supposed to hold 30 milliliters to its rim. So there is a seam that goes from one side of the cup all the way up and over, and you can see it really well there, up and over the stem and back down to the other side. And I think I have to turn it over so that you can see. So this is the other side, and there's that seam. And I can feel them with my fingertips. They're pretty raised on both sides. Sometimes I can feel one side, but I can't feel the other side. But on this cup, I can feel both sides. And also they have a seam line that runs all the way around the very top of the rim of the cup. And let me see if I can catch that. You can see it there. And if I tilt my cup, you can see that it looks kind of jagged. You can see right there that the sun is hitting it. And that is the seam. The finish on it is not real smooth. So I can feel those as well. So if you're sensitive to all those things, these seams are kind of raised, and they might give you some problems. So they do say that this is a medical grade silicone, and I'm just going to do my slip test, and pinching my fingers together, my fingers slide really easily off of that silicone. So it is a smooth silicone. And I do want to say that it does feel kind of like the Maluna TPE. Just the actual feel of the cup. And you can kind of hear it. It sounds more plasticky. Kind of like the Flare cup. It makes that sound too. And here's my Maluna Medium Classic. And I'll do the Diva cup. And also I would like to say that the silicone, when I smash it up, it kind of holds its shape. Or not holds its shape, but it stays that odd shape. Whereas here's the silicone from the Diva cup. If I just smash them up, you can see that the NaturalMamma is kind of misshaped, and the Diva cup springs back. And it's kind of the same as the Maluna does that same thing, where it just kind of stays misshaped. They say that it's supposed to form fit to your body, so that's why it kind of holds that shape. So I'm not sure if I like that or not. I kind of like that the Diva cup springs back to its original shape and doesn't get what I've read before, egg-shaped after long amounts of use. So my personal experience with this cup, I did try it on a dry run when I first received it after I sterilized it, and then I also tried it on a couple different cycles, and every time that I've tried it, I was able to insert it easily. I couldn't use my punch down fold, it just didn't open up for me, and usually with softer cups I can't use the punch down fold, so I did insert it easily with the U fold or the C fold. I got it in okay, but I could not get it to open up properly and give a nice suction. And I know because of that suction, when I did stand up, the cup just started to slide out. Not all the way out, but I could feel it to slide down if I bared down. Even if I just moved, I didn't even have to bear down. I could feel it start to move outside of me, or slide out to outside of me. And I messed with the rim trying to get it to open, but it just didn't. And so I passed it off to my daughter after I sterilized it. I gave it to my daughter. She has a high cervix as well. And she does do a second testing if I'm not able to get these cups to open up for me, or if they don't work for me, only because it is a second opinion. She has a high cervix. She doesn't have children, and though she is sexually active, so it's just a different person. Just to try it. She has a really heavy flow, and sometimes she clots a lot, so we thought that this might work for her, and because it's a high capacity cup, that would be great for her. So the poor thing used it, or tested it, while she was at work, and she tested it for about 3 days on just one cycle, and every day that she did use it, she had to mess with it. She would run to the bathroom in the middle of her, or several times during her shift, and had to check the cup. It felt like that it was sliding out of her, like I said, but she was able to get it to completely open. She made sure that her cervix was inside of the cup, that the rim was open, and everything seemed good when she inserted it, but while using it, she was leaking, for one, and the other was that it just kept sliding down for her too, making it uncomfortable. The tab started to poke outside of her, and it was uncomfortable. She just kept pushing it back in, and finally on the third day she chucked this cup and went for the lady cup, which is her one of her favorite cups. So this didn't work for her either. I still think that it might work well for somebody that has a high cervix and somebody that could use a softer cup. If you don't have any problems inserting the Maluna cup and getting it to open, I think that the NaturalMamma would probably work for you. And it is a little bit, it costs a little less. I'm sorry, kind of lost my train of thought there. So it is a little cheaper in cost, and it's still, I would say that the make of the cup, or the quality of the cup, is comparable to the Maluna cup. So it might be a good alternative for you if you like the Malunas, but maybe the larger of the Malunas are a little too firm for you. This might work out for you. Again, I don't know if you can get it shipped to the United States, so you're going to have to do a little research for yourself if you're interested in this cup. So hopefully I gave you some good information and maybe answered some questions you might have had about the NaturalMamma Cup. If I missed something, or if you had additional questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or find me on Facebook. I'm Red Herring there as well. If you're interested in seeing more comparisons or reviews from me, or other information about other menstrual cups, you can subscribe to my channel. Until next time, thanks for watching.